Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Ask Rebecca Radio Show. Thank you so much for joining me. Tonight begins May's series on moms. So in the U.S., we celebrate Mother's Day in May, and I thought it would be kind of cool to do a series on the different types of moms, the roles that they play in our lives, the impact that they have on our futures, and how we then also raise our own children based off of our mothers and so on and so forth. So I thought that might be an interesting topic for us. When I actually started thinking about moms and all the different types of moms out in the world, I was surprised to see and realize like how many moms role types there really are. I mean, you've got stay-at-home moms, you have working moms, you have single moms, you have step moms, you have adoptive moms, foster moms, grandmothers, transgender moms, lesbian moms. There's dads that play mom roles. I mean, there's all types of moms in our lives, and I'm sure there's a ton more that I'm not even thinking about or haven't even realized exist. Then there's also different personality types. So, you have the mothers that are complete and whole, and they're loving and nurturing and caring, and they really have this whole mother thing down. Then you have those of us that are fumbling all over ourselves, trying to figure it out. We have perfectionist moms. We have moms that fill the role of best friends. We have unpredictable mothers. We have toxic and controlling, neurotic mothers. And again, that's another super long list of mom personalities that we actually have. So since Mother's Day is in 10 days, I thought I'd keep things light and focus on the beautiful aspects of motherhood tonight and next week. And I'll wait until after Mother's Day to discuss some of the negatives and the impacts that certain relationships with our mothers can have on our future and then our children's future. And so like I said, I kind of wanted to wait till after Mother's Day and stay in the feel-good vibes before we get a little deep and hash things out and do some soul searching. So as I was doing some research on moms, and, I was really curious about the benefits of being a mother, and I came across a bunch of different articles online that I felt were on point, and one of them I thought was a lot of fun, and so I thought, let's do that for tonight, again, keeping it light and simple. So when it comes to motherhood, some of the health benefits that you can expect, one is it's great exercise. Obviously, as a mother, you're walking, you're pushing strollers, you're lifting and carrying a baby. Nowadays, there's even like mommy and me yoga exercises classes, and you're just constantly moving and having to be active as a mother. So that has some health benefits, especially if you weren't working out before. You're getting a little bit of cardio, you're getting a little bit of muscle toning, and overall, I think it's a healthy experience. Two, you'll eat better. Most new parents or new mothers tend to want to eat healthier because you want to stay around long, you want to be there for your children, and you also want to feed your children better diets than you feed yourself. And also, if you breastfeed, that has an added benefit to eating better because, again, obviously that's going to directly affect your baby, so you're putting healthier things in your body. The third thing is your immune system strengthens. And a study suggests that childless adults are 2 times more likely to become sick versus people that have children. And, I'm sure like if you have children, then if they're going to school or you have them in daycare or around other children, they're germy little things. And they're always coming home with runny noses or some sort of illness. But it strengthens their immune system, and it's strengthening your immune system and helping you in the future. So it's actually a positive thing, even though in the moment it probably sucks. The fourth thing is it keeps your brain young. You're constantly thinking and developing your brain because you are learning new things. You're learning how to make a bottle, learning how to change a diaper. You're teaching your children. You're, having to help them with math in the future. So you're constantly learning and growing and evolving, and that has a great effect on your brain. It keeps your brain healthy. 5, it reduces health risks. If you breastfeed, not only is your baby benefiting, but so are you, because the risk of breast and ovarian cancer reduces. You're less likely to have high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, and heart disease all benefit from breastfeeding. So keep that in mind, and probably lose a little bit more weight. Some of my girlfriends that breastfed, they, ended up losing that extra weight that they gained by breastfeeding as well. So that's always a nice side perk. Lastly, let's see. Oh, you're in the sun more. So you're taking your children outside, you're, taking them to the park or playing, you're doing play dates. So, or you're going, as they get older, you might enroll your children into different sports activities. So you're going outside a lot. And, the benefit of being outside is increased oxygen levels, and not only that, but you have an increased level of vitamin D, which keeps your bones healthy. The last healthy tip is it helps break habits. Whether it's smoking, drinking, or staying up late, or just not taking care of yourself as well. Once you become pregnant, 9 times out of 10, you end up getting rid of some of these habits because they're much easier to let go of when you're responsible for someone else's life. So those were some of the healthy benefits. I did come across an article in the Huffington Post that I thought was kind of fun, was a fun benefits of motherhood that you can take advantage of. And in the article, they discussed that, this is a window of opportunity within 6 months after having a baby, no matter if it's your first, your last, or, whatever. But there's this nice period of 6 months that you can basically get away with anything that you want as a new mom. One of the things they talked about is it's okay to look like you just finished a week-long bender inside a Motel 6, which is always a good time. 2, you can be late to everything, or you can decline everything because you can't because of your kids. 3, your house can look like a family of bears live there. Obviously, when you have children, they like to play and pull everything out. And, whether it's newborns and you've got diapers and onesies and stuff all over the place, it's a good excuse to not have to worry about cleaning your house. You get to be lazy. 4, you don't have to call anyone back. 5, you're a proud owner of a get out of sex free card. 6, you don't have to remember anything. You get to have that pregnancy moments when you're kind of an airhead and forget things. So you get to keep that for like a steady 6 months, which is pretty awesome, I think. 7, naps are always justified. Even if people are over, you get to be tired and sleep whenever you want. 8, you can bring 62 items into your dressing room when shopping. That's always fun too, but then again, sometimes not so fun, especially if you have that extra baby weight and you have to try on clothes after the fact. Actually, that's a little depressing, so never mind on that one. 9, you don't have to cook. And 10, for part of every day, you get to own the remote control. And basically what they were saying is, your baby's not going to mind if you're watching like romantic comedies or binge watching like Love and Hip Hop Atlanta or something. So I thought that was kind of a fun list, and I got a kick out of it and thought you guys might too. For me, myself, my son will be 22 this year. And even though I'm no longer an everyday hands-on mom, the job it never ends. You're always thinking about your children. You're always worried about your children. and they're always needing something as well eventually from you. Being a mother is one of the most challenging and rewarding experiences you can have. And next week I'll get into more detail about the emotional parts of being a mom. In honor of Mother's Day, I'm also offering a 20% discount on all my services. For more information on the types of services that I offer, you can go to my website at AskRebecca.guru. That's Guru, and I'm sure it's up here somewhere on the screen. So feel free to check that out. You can check out my services. I also have a frequently asked questions page for anyone that has more questions about what it is I do and is looking for answers. Now, so before I take the caller, I wanted to do a moment of Zen, and I wanted it to be focused on opening our heart chakra. When your heart chakra is open, you're more in the flow of love, you're more compassionate, you're understanding, forgiving, you accept yourself and you accept others, and things just flow so much easier and so much more nicely when you open your heart chakra. Now, with a closed heart chakra, you can experience feelings of anger, jealousy, fear of betrayal. You can feel grief and self-hatred towards yourself and others. So having a closed heart chakra can really impact your life in a negative way, which we don't want that. We want to open up our heart chakra, and we're all here about that peace, love, and good feeling stuff. And so I would like to go ahead and do an energy moment of Zen with you in opening up your heart chakra. So let's begin by closing your eyes, open your palms, tell yourself you're open to receive. Then take a deep breath into your lungs, allowing your chest to rise. Just fully engorge your lungs with air and just expand your chest, and then exhale. And after you exhale, focus your attention on the center of your chest and try to visualize and feel your chakra opening. You may feel some pressure or heart palpitations as your guides and mine lovingly blast you energetically. So let's just relax, and we'll send you some healing energies. All right, let's open our eyes. Okay, let me take a peek at who our caller is. Hi, Nikki. Nikki from Sydney, Australia. Hi. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you going?
Pretty good, pretty good. It's almost the weekend, so that's always a good thing, right?
Definitely.
So I'm sure that you have specific questions for me. So feel free to ask me anything that you would like to know about. I did have a couple of impressions. I feel like there's some, if these sudden changes haven't already happened in your life, I feel like within the next 30 days or so, you can expect some unexpected sudden changes that might throw you out of your comfort zone. And I feel like you need to just roll with the changes, try not to be resistant to them. I feel like it could be sudden reveals. Maybe there's a choice or a decision that you need to make, and you're hesitant about making it, that it could cause disruption in your life or the family life or work environment, some sort of disruption connected to a decision and maybe even a feeling of being out of control. I just do feel like there's lots of change surrounding you, and it's all kind of a series of events and emotions and triggers that are causing some of the walls that you have protecting yourself emotionally to break down and to really free you so that you can be more connected to your higher self and have a really, to me, feels like a lot of positive things coming behind maybe a time of some challenges and some, basically kicking you out of your comfort zone is the words that I kept getting. So feel free to ask me anything you want. Not sure if that's resonating with you in any way.
Okay, that sort of makes sense. Yeah. I'm just wanted to know if there's any presence around, or my father's passed away, so I'm just want to know if he's still around or if he has messages or.
What's your father's name?
His name's Terry.
Okay, let me see if I can connect with Terry. Did he cross over like a couple of years ago? I feel like it's more than 1 year, maybe 2 years or more.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Yeah, a while ago.
Okay. So I just want to make sure that I'm connecting with the right energy. Did he kind of like, it feels like he was bald on top, but hair around the ears and the side of his head with, like a grayish color, maybe a little bit of a darker brown mixed in there. I feel like he had a sharp nose, like a thin nose, square, not super square jaw, but like I feel like he was thin, medium height, and not overly muscular, but not in great shape. Like he just felt like he had a thin, or that's how I'm seeing him anyway.
He was thin, but he had a full head of hair.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing him with a full head of hair. I'm seeing like bald on top and then the sides gray. So I might be connecting with a different energy. Give me just another moment.
Yep.
Okay. So now I'm kind of getting an image of what I would consider, so the way I'm seeing him is maybe like in his 30s, a younger age, and I feel like he has almost like a kind of like an 80s 70s kind of hairstyle where it's shorter on top and like maybe a little shaggy and a little longer around the neck area, not super long.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Yes, that's correct. He did, yeah.
Oh, okay. So he kind of reminds me of, like, I almost see him as like this kind of like rock star, or I don't know, like he just has the vibe that I have is like this personality of almost like, how Mick Jagger kind of carries himself, like he feels fluid in motion when he's moving.
Yeah.
Did your dad walk like that? Like I feel like he was very fluid in his motion, and kind of the word, what I'm getting is, and I don't know if your dad would say this or anything, or if it's just the way the information is coming through, but I'm getting the vibe of like, yeah, it was kind of a sex pot.
What was it?
That the words that I was getting is that, yeah, I was kind of like a sex pot, like he thought highly of himself.
Oh, he did, yes.
Yeah, so he kind of has this air of like, he was good looking. He was an attractive guy, and I feel like he was really popular, and I do feel like the ladies loved him. Did your parents separate?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Yep. So he's saying I'm not, I wasn't with her mom. Let me see if he has any direct messages for you. Right now, he's just connecting me with what he looks like. I see him in jeans with no shirt on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's kind of odd. Like, he really is giving off like this Mick Jagger type vibe. Did he pass in? There's something about a car. So either he passed in a car, or he was attached to some sort of car, or something. Maybe he loved cars.
He did like cars, but he didn't have a license.
Okay, so but he had a passion for them. Like maybe,
cars,
he was. Yeah, like maybe Porsches. Like I feel like he liked exotic cars.
Yeah, Tirana was his favourite.
I'm sorry, what was his favorite?
A Tirana?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but...
No.
Okay, let me see. Do you have a sister?
I do.
Okay. Because he's saying, like, my girls...
That wasn't to, like, my mum was remarried, so that wasn't his daughter.
Not his daughter. But
no.
Did they have a relationship? Because he's saying, like, I'm getting the impression of my girls.
Well, she was only about 5 when he passed away.
Okay.
Yeah, she was very young.
So he is telling me that he visits you, and he's saying that when you're, typically it's when you're in bed, like at night, and he's making it seem like he sits at the edge of the bed and every once in a while, like, messes with your feet. Do you ever experience anything at night like that?
I'm pretty much a heavy sleeper, so yeah, no, I haven't.
Okay, well, he sits on the bed or wherever you're sleeping. He sits with you at night sometimes, and he messes with your feet, or like he feels like he's a jokester. So it's like he was. Yeah, so he's still like playing jokes on you now. So he messes with you while you're sleeping. I feel like he moves or places things in different areas within your house, and I'm attracted to there's something about the bathroom and a mirror. Do you have something of his inside of the bathroom or inside of something that's mirrored?
I don't think so. Just trying to think. No, I'm not. I don't think so.
He's saying that you have something of his.
Yeah, I have a lot of things of his.
But I don't know. I'm not sure why he does something in the bathroom. So I don't know if he's like messing with items in the bathroom or like knocking things off the shelf. But he's also talking about actually having that you have things of his, and they're something in an enclosed. It's something where you like would have to open it up. So I don't know if it's like a shadow box or some sort of box that you would open.
I have a memory box of his, and it has glass on top with his photo in it, and there's stuff in the box it all belongs to him.
Okay, that's what he's talking about. Okay. But there's still something in the bathroom too, so maybe keep an eye out.
It is in the bathroom. It is in my bathroom.
Oh, there you
yes,
go.
It is. Yes, because I've got a little bench thing, and it's in the bathroom. It's in my bathroom.
That's hilarious because he was not letting that go. He's like, no, it's in the bathroom.
Yes, no, it is.
Oh my gosh. Do you have children? Do you have 2 children? He's talking about boys.
I have 3. Yeah, I have 1 boy and 2 girls.
2, okay. Does one of the girls have more of like a boy energy? He's saying
yeah, my
tomboy.
daughter's rough. My daughter is rough.
Yeah, he's saying,
she plays soccer, so...
Okay, so what he's saying is she should have been a boy.
She is rough, yes.
Yes, so... Oh, he's saying like sometimes she's more of a boy than your son.
Yes, I agree. Yes, that's true.
And he's laughing about it, and he really likes your family dynamic, and he misses you a lot, and he says, you know, even though, because he's making me feel like he wasn't a very emotional guy and would be like, oh, you know, I love you so much, and all of that, but I feel like he showed it to you in other ways. Like he was there and he did things. I'm trying to ask him like what he passed from, and he's kind of like sorry, I only have 90 seconds, so if we get cut off, I apologize.
Yep.
I feel like, so I'm feeling something in the chest area. My chest feels heavy, but he's almost like, you know, I don't want to talk about that because like that doesn't matter anymore. He's happy, he's content, and I do feel like he's been gone for a while. So he's giving me the impression that he's actually reincarnated as well. So has he been gone like 20 years?
Yeah, no, 9 years.
9 years?
10 years. 9 years.
Yeah, so he, and I know this sounds crazy because obviously I'm connecting with who he was in this lifetime as you knew him, but he is giving me the impression that he has, you know, has reincarnated or is about to reincarnate. But he said that doesn't matter. He's always going to be around, and he likes watching your family dynamic. Are you guys arguing lately? Have you been arguing about something?
With who?
With your spouse or the kids or someone like?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Yeah.
With my partner.
Yeah, he's saying you need to work on that. You need to do some damage control is what he's saying.